Thanks for being here for today's Let's Walk and Talk. Today's episode, we're going to answer the question, should your nonprofit be on Twitter? And I'm going to divide that question into two. Question 1A, we're already on Twitter. Should we stay on Twitter? Yesterday's video, I discussed the whole throttling the feed limit and all that. So the question is, should your nonprofit stay on Twitter or should you move elsewhere? So part one is, if you see engagement on Twitter and people are connecting with your organization through Twitter, then stay. Even with the feed limit throttled, people are still going to see your tweets. Now, what does that mean, engaging? I don't care about reach and I don't care about views. Those are vanity metrics. I care about replies. I care about retweets, that people think your tweet and the information and the content is good enough to share with their network. And I also care about clicks. Are people clicking anytime you have a link in a tweet? You want to check those, and if those are getting good engagement, stay on Twitter. Don't go anywhere. Your audience is there. They want to connect with you there. Now, what happens if you're new to Twitter? Well, I don't know your audience, and I can't tell you if they're there on Twitter or not, but all things being equal, I would not necessarily start on Twitter. I would start elsewhere. We'll get to that in a future video, something we'll talk about Facebook and Instagram and others. I wouldn't necessarily start on Twitter because overall engagement is definitely down. And you're not going to get necessarily the engagement there that you would elsewhere. I'd also say that if you're going to go on Twitter now, brand new, you better be willing to stay the course. Understand you're going to need a very long runway before you build that audience and you get to that point of people are engaging with you and building relationships with you through Twitter. If your boss is one of those who says, get on Twitter because we got to be there, and then a week later sees that you don't have 10,000 followers and says, get off of Twitter, no, that's not worth it. So don't get on Twitter in that case. So if you're already on Twitter and seeing engagement, stick around. If you're new to Twitter, I'd consider another platform, or just be ready to have the engagement part of it take a very long time before you build that up. Thanks for joining me for today's Let's Walk and Talk. Have a great day.